What's up, YouTube? Thomas L here. Now, every year, it's always nice to see a film coming out that you have low expectations for, but it comes around and actually surprises you of how good they were actually. So I decided to do my top 10 favorite movie surprises of the year. Movies that I didn't really expect to even be all that great and all, but they came out and actually for me, I actually ended up pretty much enjoying them more than I expected I would. So, that being said, here's my 10 most biggest surprises of the year. Coming in at number 10 is Gosnell, the trial of America's biggest serial killer. Now, the story of Dr. Kermit Gosnell is awful. And this movie it's a good film, but it's not a film I could probably watch over again. Because what Dr. Kermit Gosnell did, he's pretty much he was like an abortion provider where, to be honest, what he did was so terrible, I don't even want to repeat what he did. So, you know what? If you guys want to read up more about what Herman Gosnell did, maybe Google him or something, because what he did was just flat out terrible, and it's actually really uncomfortable to even talk about in the video. But he was a real sick guy. But when they, released the trailer, to be honest, I thought the movie looked terrible. I didn't have much expectation for this. Why do a movie about this monster of a man, Herman Gosnell? I have no idea why. But then I went to see it, and it was not all half bad. It was mainly about the trial, like his trial and all that. But also you had, Superman himself, Dean Cain, in this. That was pretty cool. The guy who plays Herman Gosnell, I forgot the actor's name. Yeah, Earl Billings, who plays the role. Not Kermit, by the way. Earl Billings, who plays the role of Gosnell, was really good. This movie was also directed by Nick Serchi. He did a pretty good job at directing. I just thought this movie was pretty cool, and it's a really intense. There are some intense talks that happens in the what Kermit Gosnell did. You'll be disgusted by this guy, and I'm really thankfully he's locked up, and I hope he doesn't get out at all. Coming in at number 9 is Overlord. Now, I don't really have much expectations for this. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be pretty terrible. Sorry. And it actually for me. I thought it was really fun. Who knew that a World War II movie with zombies could work out well? This worked out pretty good. And it was produced by J.J. Abrams' company Bad Robots. They did a pretty good job with this. The zombies all look cool. This is definitely a fun film. Worth checking out. All right. Coming in at number 8 is Alpha. Now, I didn't really expect much from this because, the first trailer that got released, I didn't really thought looked all that great. But I gotta say, Alpha was not that bad of a film. Cody Smith-McPhee was pretty cool. The wolf that's in this movie looks realistic. This had a little bit of a Jungle Book feel to it. And it was a pretty decent film about a man and, man's best friend. And it was also from the same director of Menace to Society. So there's that. Yeah, this movie was pretty decent. If you guys haven't checked out Alpha, I believe it got released on DVD. So I think it actually gets released on DVD next month, actually. I can't remember the actual date it comes on DVD, but when it's on DVD or Netflix or whatever, check out. I think you'll actually end up enjoying it. All right, coming in at number 7 is Kid. Now, I didn't really expect much from this movie. It kind of looked a little bland. But then I saw it, and it was really not all half bad. The one who plays the kid in this, I think the actor's name is Miles Truitt. He was really good here. The effects in this was pretty decent. I mean, that like machine gun thing looked pretty cool. There's also a really funny cameo in this. I mean, it was pretty good. James Franco was in this too. I mean, his character was not all that great. I mean, I think you could have probably had a little bit better if you cast someone else as that character. But overall, it was a enjoyable, fun little flick. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. All right. Coming in at number 6 is House with a Clock in Its Walls. Now, I didn't expect much from this. The trailer looked pretty bland. I don't know how good of a. I mean, when they announced that Eli Roth was directing a kids movie, I was like, come on. The guy does pretty good with a torture film, so how could you get this guy to do a kids movie? It was pretty cool. This movie had some pretty cool effects in it. It was a nice little fantasy film. Jack Black and Cate Blanchett was at their games. This movie is definitely a surprise. And yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, definitely give it a go. All right, coming in at number 5 is Bad Samaritan. Now, I thought this trailer looked pretty bad, to be honest with you. And the film was also directed by. What? I forgot the director's name. The guy who did Geostorm. Forgot the director's name now. Oh wait, Dean Devlin, that's his name. And like I said, Dean Devlin's last film was Geostorm, and yeah, that movie was bland. But I gotta say, Bad Samaritan was actually a really fun and enjoyable thriller. David Tennant was creepy in this. I mean, if you see David Tennant in this, you're not gonna want to look at him the same way in Doctor Who or even Jessica Jones. He was really good in this. And the one who was in Mortal Engines, Robert Sheehan, was really good here. This was a really cool thriller, and it shows that probably Geostorm was just maybe Dean Devlin's bad day in the office, because he did a pretty good job at directing this movie. I mean, I was surprised of how much of a good job he did with this film. I mean, he followed a terrible movie like Geostorm with a really good film like Bad Samaritan. So that's pretty cool to see. Alright. Coming in at number 4 is Superfly. Now, this is a remake of a blaxploitation film from the 70s. And when they announced that, I was like, really? I mean, no one really even heard of Superfly. Why are you even gonna remake this? And I gotta say, it was actually pretty enjoyable. Trevor Jackson is an actor I want to see more of in the future. Trevor Jackson killed it in this movie. Lex Scott Davis, after seeing her and stuff like this and The First Purge, I want to see more of her in the future. She kicked low. She was really awesome in this. So that. And yeah, this movie was really cool. It was also stylish. It had some cool costumes in this. The film is directed by Director X, who done lots of music videos. This was a pretty cool year for music video directors transitioning into movies. You had Director X with Superfly, then Boots Riley for Sorry to Bother You. But yeah, Superfly it's a really good film. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out Superfly yet, give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. And I gotta say, to me, it's even slightly better than the remake. I mean, I remember seeing the remake. It was good, but the Superfly remake I actually thought was even better. So yeah, it was really good. And to be honest, I'll be down to see Sony take a crack at doing a sequel to Superfly, because the ending kind of leaves the film off with a sequel. So It made some decent money, so we'll see if they'll go ahead and do a sequel in the future. But that's your way to say. Coming in at number 3 is Anna and the Apocalypse. This movie was loads of fun. I mean, when I saw like the trailers, I thought this looked pretty dumb. And then I went to see the movie. I was completely floored by it. It was really loads of fun. It had good music in it. I mean, who knew that a zombie musical movie set during Christmas could work out so well? It worked out good. And I've been listening to the soundtrack constantly. That song Hollywood Ending should get a nomination at the Oscars for Best Original Song because it was a really good song. Yeah, this movie is tons of fun. If you guys still haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. All right. Coming in at number 2 is A Simple Favor. Now, I didn't expect much from this. Despite me liking director Paul Feig's previous films like Ghostbusters, The Heat, and Bridesmaids and Spy, I didn't really expect much from this because, to be honest, the trailer looked pretty bland. But I went into it quite enjoying it. I thought it was really funny. Sorry. It was like a lighter tone of Gone Girl. They went in that vein. I also liked the performances by Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. They worked out pretty well in this. This is another win for Paul Feig. I mean, never underestimate that guy. He's a really talented filmmaker, and I've really loved everything he's done lately. Yes, that includes Ghostbusters. And yeah, Simple Favor is really cool. Sorry. All right. Coming in at number 1 for my biggest surprises of the year, that is Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I mean, I'm not at all a fan of the show. I think the show is pretty terrible. And then when they announced that they were going to do a movie of this, I was like, oh, come on. Are you kidding me? That's a really dumb idea. And then the trailers that got released looked pretty bland, looked terrible. So I didn't have any expectations for this. But then the reviews started coming out, and people ended up loving it, and I was like, you know what? I'll definitely give this one a go. Went in completely enjoying it. It's really fun. It's really cute, charming. It was pretty cool to see Nicolas Cage finally being Superman. Even had Jimmy Kimmel as Batman. This was pretty much Deadpool for kids, if you want to look at it. And yeah, I ate this film up. It's really enjoyable. It's fun. And it actually makes me want to see a sequel in the future. That's how good this movie was. And yeah, I really did not expect to love this movie as much as I did. I still don't really like the show, to be honest with you, but the movie version was definitely good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my top 10 movie surprises of the year. Let me do a quick rundown. Number 10, Gosnell. 9, Overlord. 8, Alpha. 7, Kin. 6, House with a Clock in Its Walls. 5, Bad Samaritan. 4, Superfly. 3, Anna and the Apocalypse. 2, A Simple Favor. 1, Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Now, there are a few other surprises, like movies of the year that kind of surprised me. Let's see. Hereditary was actually a surprise. I mean, I did not expect much from that film. Hotel Artemis was a decent surprise. Let's see. The Meg was a surprise. Axel was actually not all half bad. I thought that movie was going to be flat out terrible, but Axel actually ended up being pretty decent. Still not that great of a movie, but it wasn't all half bad either. Let's see. Suspiria was actually a surprise. I did not expect much from that. What's about Deadpool? I mean, I knew Deadpool 2 was going to be awesome, but I did not expect that a PG-13 rated Deadpool could work out well, and that actually surprised me there. But let me leave you guys. What were some of your biggest movie surprises of the year? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.